All right, so we are 40 days into my challenge, and everybody's curious, what is it like for a man to not masturbate for 40 days? We're going to cover that in this video. What I did was I just needed to get some mental clarity, and I had to focus on the things that were important to me, and I felt like I had to leave the distractions aside for a little while. So I put together this 100-day challenge, kind of based on the Hard 75, but I just kind of tweaked it a little bit, made some adjustments. So first thing is work out 7 days a week. And this is something that I've already done anyways. It's very, very rare that I do or take a rest day. I mean, even when I worked underground, those last 2 years that I worked underground, I was still doing a 45-minute commute each way, working a 12-hour shift, waking up at 2:30 to 2:45, 3 in the morning, somewhere in there, to get a workout in before work. And I got 330 workouts in 365 days around that work schedule, still walking my dogs twice a day, still sitting down and eating dinner with my girlfriend at the time every single night. And that's what my work days revolved around. It was my workout, walk my dogs, head out, go to the gym, shower, sauna, drive to the mine, go underground for 12 hours, put in my shift, come home, eat supper with my girlfriend, have a good conversation, walk my dog, go to bed, do our business, have a good night, replay it the next day. That's how I lived for 2 years. Now, I do that now. It's a lot easier to do that with the influencer life. I don't have that 12-hour shift anymore. So going 7 days a week isn't any stress on my life. The second thing was a 45-minute workout outside where a lot of people would go for a walk. I said, you know what? I'm already doing 45 minutes walking with my dogs every single day. So that's a part of my life already. That's not any additional strain to my life. I walk my dogs probably 60 to 90 minutes a day. I got the woods in my backyard, so it's convenient, it's nice, it's beautiful out here. I got the trees, I got the trails. That doesn't put any stress on my life. For a normal person who doesn't normally do that, it might be extra resistance on their life, but it's not for me. So I figured I had to go a step beyond that to create a similar effect to a normal person working a normal job that doesn't work out and doesn't do that. So I added 45 minutes of the Stairmaster in place of that. So, like I said, I figured that was just fair. It's not that I want to cut. It's not that I have any health purposes or cardio purposes to it. It's just that it's hard, and I had to create an equal playing field for myself as for somebody else that would be doing it. No liquor. I mean, not like I ever drank a lot anyways. I mean, I had my phases when I partied when I was younger. I normally go out, have a couple social drinks here and there. Buddy's birthday, wedding, friends going out of town, friend wants to see me in town, whatever, I'll go out, I'll have a couple. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say that I don't ever drink, and I'm not going to sit here and say that I will never drink again, because that's not what I am, and that's not who I am. And anybody else who thinks that's wrong can suck a fucking dick. It is what it is. So, I haven't drank in my 40-day window. No weed. I mean, I haven't used any marijuana products for a year now. I used to use it to help me sleep at night. So, I mean, there's no stress factor there. No porn. This is also something that I cut out of my life a year ago. I attempted to 2 years ago, and I kind of bounced back and forth for a little bit. But when I moved, once again, it was one of those things that I purged from my life. And I just said, you know what, no more. It's just nothing but a distraction to me. Journaling in the AM and PM, pretty straightforward. Reading in the AM and the PM, just making sure I got new information coming in from, you know, a business perspective, a personal development perspective, and just different avenues of learning, psychology, etc. I did no caffeine, no coffee, no soda. So I did this because I would drink them in a trigger response to boredom. So with my ADHD brain, when I'm trying to work on social media and I get distracted and I lose focus on the task at hand, I'm looking for a dopamine rush instinctively. So this is where porn would be bad. This is where masturbating would be bad. This is where any substances or any form of a dopamine response, as simple as soda, would be a distraction for me. When I get distracted from the task at hand, I'm looking for an outlet of something to distract me or a dopamine response. So I normally, I lose focus working on my couch or working at my desk, and I get up, I'm like, I'll just go grab a Coke Zero or something like that. So what I wanted to do was just eliminate any avenue of distraction, anything that could pull me away from my work, from my focus, from my clients. I don't have anything. It's like, what am I going to do? If I get distracted and I get bored on social media talking to people or editing content or anything like that, then I could go get a Coke, I could go watch porn, I could go rub one out, I could go drink, I could go sit down at a restaurant, I could go get it to the drive-thru. Those are all things that normal people do in trigger responses to boredom, or just simply looking for an outlet to entertain themselves or look for comfort. So I also said no restaurant food and no fast food. I haven't hit the drive-thru in the 40 days, but I've gone to a restaurant twice. Steak once, crispy chicken sandwich the other time. And I think this is where you're playing the fine line between stupid, unnecessary discipline and what balance actually is. What people think is balance is going out and fucking themselves up 3 times a week. Drive through, bullshit coffees in the morning, go out for a few casual drinks, drinking at beer league hockey, whatever the fuck the case may be, right? They think it's balance, but they're not saying no to any opportunity. For myself, it's like I have a girlfriend in town for 3 or 4 days. She wanted to go for dinner. Like, she lives at the same building as me. We're good friends. She helps me out with my business. I help her out with her business. And it's just that. So when she's around, I'll go out and have a meal with her, have a good business chat, call it a night. Or when I have a buddy that's, picking up a 3-month contract in another city, he's like, hey, come out, have a bite. I'm not going to say no. Like, those are opportunities that I'm not going to say no to. There's a difference between exercising discipline and balance and being ignorant to the people around you. And a lot of people don't understand where that line is. You want to keep your balance and your entertainment and your comfort on the side that still gets you the progress that you want in your business, relationship, personal, and fitness life. Once you start regressing, once your relationships are affected by it, your health is affected by it, your body composition is affected by it. If you are getting fat, that means you are not balanced. That means you are out of balance. And that is the bottom fucking line. If the scale is going up, you are out of balance. If the scale is going down, and that is the direction you choose to be going, you are in balance in the favor of your results. And that is what's important. It's not being an idiot about it. So these 2 occasions that I went to the restaurant in the 40 days, I deem as balance, because I'm not going to say to a buddy that wants to hang out with me before he goes off for 3 months, I'm not going to be like, oh no, see you, bro, I'll catch you on the other side. I'll maybe see you in 3 months. And if not, you're moving back home, right? Like, I think that's just an asshole, selfish move. So I'm not going to say no to opportunities like that. Last but not least, no fapping, no masturbating, no porn. I touched on the porn a little bit, and as far as the masturbating side of things goes, everyone's going to spin off and say, oh, it's not healthy for semen retention, it's bad for your prostate. Like, whatever, man. I've fucking jerked off enough for 3 fucking lifetimes already. I'm sure my prostate's going to be all right if I just take a little 100-day window to just take a time out and practice extreme discipline. So here's how I break it down. The first 7 days were hard. No pun intended. Day 17, I woke up, and I'm not even going to bullshit. I'm a completely transparent person. I full-blown busted in my underwear in my fucking sleep. I'm like, oh my God, like, this happened in the middle of the night. I'm like looking down at myself. I'm like, this shit's fucking crusty. My fucking underwear fucking half fossilized already. Like, so day 17, that happened. I documented it because it was fucking hilarious. I thought it was first time at 34 years old. So beyond day 7, now that since I've already been exercising no porn for a year, this is actually quite easy. I know the steps you have to take to set this up right to be successful. So if you're watching porn, the second you fucking open up the hub, and don't lie and don't say that you don't go there, because you fucking do. It's fucking 70% of you do. Once you go there, those 2 habits are intertwined with one another. Like, there's nobody that's going to the porn site just to watch it. Like, you're gonna fucking jerk off, and that's the bottom fucking line. So those habits are tied into one another. So if you're trying to eliminate one, like jerking off, for example, like my challenge says, the porn has to go with it. So there's no other reason to be watching that. It's a dopamine response in 2 ways. So you eliminate the porn, it makes the masturbation a lot easier. Once you get by that hump and that mental, like a mental block, the mental hump of always thinking about it and always desiring it. Because men are drawn to that. Men desire women, they desire money, they desire hard work, and that's basically about it. If you took away those things, men would not have a lot of purpose. If they didn't work hard, they didn't chase money, they didn't chase women, they wouldn't do a whole lot of shit. So the other thing you have to do is you have to clean up your social media. So unfollow all of those models. It doesn't matter if they're an OnlyFans model. It doesn't matter if they're just a fucking model. It doesn't matter if they're a fitness influencer. If you are not getting value from that page, and just be honest with yourself. I'm not going to sit here and tell you what pages you get value from. I can't do that. That is up to you. You have to be honest with yourself. Be like, am I following this woman just to look at her cleavage, her nipples, and her fucking ass, or her camel toe? And if your answer is yes, that is a distraction to you. That is going to bring you closer and funnel you into the porn habit. And it's also going to funnel you into the excessive or compulsive masturbation habit. So I knew that if I ever wanted to not watch porn and not jerk off, I had to clean the entire funnel up. That's all this is. It's like a business funnel. Your models will funnel you to porn, your porn will funnel you to masturbation. And that's, I mean, total transparency. That is what it is. Next thing, clean up your explore page, and you do that by looking at things other than women on social media. Like mine, I like animals. I like capybaras and fucking raccoons. I think they're fucking hilarious to watch. So I just went and clicked on like 20 fucking raccoon reels and like 20 capybara reels. And now that's all that comes up on my explore page. And now I'm not going to spend hours doom scrolling, and I'm not going to have nothing but women on my explore page every single time I fucking open it. Like, I could screenshot my explore page and post it on there right now, and there'd be nothing that I'd be embarrassed about. So that's what you have to do. You have to clean up the things that you see. And once you do that, you're going to handle 95% of the 95% of the potential opportunity that you get pulled into that funnel. So as long as you're not always looking at women, you're going to think about it less. When you think about it less, you're going to clean the whole thing up. And not to point a finger at you, not to look down on you in a condescending way, because like, that's how I am. Like, that's how I'm wired. Like, I'm like a fuck everything that walks type of guy by any means necessary. And I lived like that for a very, very long time. Porn, women, every fucking weekend. When I was single, man, it was fucking brutal. It was just get somebody in every fucking night if you can on dating apps. Just swipe, 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 non-fucking stop. I lived like that for like 18 months. It was fucking disgusting. So I can tell you that that life gets you nowhere, and it leaves you feeling very unfulfilled. And all you have is this fucking photographic log of all the women that you slept with. When you're actually trying to pay attention to your partner, it's like you can't. So take it from somebody that was a dog like that was actually a piece of shit like that actually had all those fucking problems, that's not too ashamed to admit it, because when I can share my experience with you, then you can actually learn from it and know the steps that I took to help fix yourself. Clean up the explore page, remove the models, get off the OnlyFans, get off the porn sites, and then guess what? You're going to have a whole lot more mental clarity. You're going to feel a whole lot better. And that's how I summarize my 40-day challenge. Is it hard? Yeah, it's difficult, because I'm wired that way. That's what we biologically desire. But once you eliminate all the outlets and all the potential distractions or the potential opportunities to bring you into that funnel, you eliminate 95% of the difficulty. And then the other thing that I did is I'm putting all my effort into giving more to my clients and my people in my program. You know, more things that can help them with their habits, more, thought, more things that provoke intellectual thought about yourself, your habits, your goals, your vision. Getting people on track with what's important to them. So once people put those into words, suddenly those distractions are less distracting. And so now that I'm putting all my effort into helping people and fixing back end things with my business, finding ways that I can help more people or put more into people, invest more time into people, take more calls with my clients, more one-on-one work. I don't even really think that anymore. And like I said, from a mental standpoint, from a biological standpoint, I'm wired that way. Like I said, it is fuck everything that moves at all costs. Nobody's feelings matter. I'm going to fucking get it. And I don't even have those thoughts anymore because of how I've cleaned up my social media over the last year, how I've eliminated those potential funnels, and where I put my time into. If you have a vision or you have a goal that you're working into, suddenly all those things matter a whole lot less. And like I said, it's other than waking up in the morning wood, other than that, the day isn't a struggle. Once I'm out of that phase, once I'm out of bed, I have my breakfast, I have my shower, it's not even on my mind for the rest of the day. Like, I don't even think about it. And it might sound like a crazy idea. Once you get past that first week and you have a vision, you have a goal, you know what you're working towards, and you clean your own social media up, you're going to realize that it's going to be pretty fucking easy to do it yourself. Now, I don't have a girlfriend either right now, so I'm not nutting at all. I'm not sleeping with anybody. But for a dude that has a partner, you got a girlfriend, you got a fiance, you got a wife, there is no reason why you really even need to. Like, whether it's healthy or not, you know what? Yeah, I get it. It's healthy. It's good for your prostate to drain it. But you know what? Give it to your girl every fucking day. Like, it's not that hard. Like, honestly. So I'm going to do these updates. I have like 40 days now. Oh yeah, by the way, 40 Days and 40 Nights, the movie. Exaggerated. It's not like that at all. Funny movie. Total bullshit. And it might sound crazy, might sound hard, might sound completely outlandish, but honestly, I think it's not that difficult. Very easy to do. There's going to be moments where it's going to be difficult, but just don't sit there and dwell on your own thoughts. Change what you're thinking about. Your thoughts control everything. And I mean, that's it. I'll probably update you at 60 days, 80 days, at 100 days. Maybe my perspective will change. It might get harder, might get more difficult, but we'll see when I get there. I know this video got dragged out. My fucking ADHD brain is fucking crazy. It's fucking 17 minutes. You probably won't watch the whole fucking thing, but I hope you watch. I hope you enjoy it. And I hope you take something from this, because I honestly believe if you exercise this, it would change your fucking life. If you lived 80% of this challenge, 80% of the time, you would not recognize yourself in the mirror in 6 months' time. And I promise you that. Later, guys. Follow my page. Give me a follow. Subscribe to my YouTube. Follow my Instagram at OwenReggieFit. And we'll catch you on the next update.